Imagine a place where women outnumber men by over 60,000, and only 32% of women over 15 are married. This isn't a fictional scenario. It's the reality in Mongolia's capital, Ulaanbaatar. How does this gender imbalance shape Mongolian society and its age-old traditions? Let's find out. As we step into a traditional Mongolian yurt, or GER, the warmth of hospitality envelops us like a cozy blanket. The circular structure, with its felt walls and wooden frame, provides a stark contrast to the vast steps outside. Inside, the atmosphere is intimate and inviting. The host family greets us with broad smiles, their eyes crinkling with genuine warmth. The interior of the GER is a marvel of efficiency and comfort. A central stove provides heat and serves as a cooking area, while colorful rugs and tapestries adorn the walls. Low tables and cushions invite us to sit and make ourselves at home. The air is rich with the scent of burning wood and simmering milk tea. Our host, following age-old customs, offers us a seat of honor, typically facing the door. This position allows guests to observe the comings and goings of the household, a sign of respect and trust. As we settle in, the family bustles about, preparing to showcase their legendary hospitality. The first order of business is the offering of milk tea, a staple of Mongolian hospitality. Our host carefully prepares this traditional drink, a blend of black tea, milk, and a pinch of salt. With practiced movements, they serve it using their right hand, a gesture steeped in cultural significance. As guests, we accept the warm bowl with both hands, taking a small sip before setting it down. This simple act is a dance of mutual respect, a cornerstone of Mongolian social interaction. But the tea is just the beginning. Soon, a spread of traditional foods appears before us. Roasted mutton, tender and flavorful, takes center stage. Alongside it, we find steaming dumplings filled with meat and vegetables. Our host offers us arul, dried curds of fermented mare's milk. This protein-rich snack is a testament to the Mongolians' ingenuity in preserving food for harsh winters. Each dish is a window into the nomadic lifestyle, where resourcefulness and hospitality go hand in hand. As we savor these delicacies, our host regales us with stories of Mongolian life. They speak of the challenges and joys of living on the steppes, of the deep connection to the land and their animals. Through their words, we begin to understand the profound importance of hospitality in a culture where survival often depends on the kindness of strangers. Now, as the evening progresses and the conversation flows, we encounter a custom that might leave some guests wide-eyed. In certain remote areas of Mongolia, particularly within nomadic communities, there exists a practice that goes beyond the usual boundaries of hospitality. For esteemed guests, especially elderly ones, the host may offer the head of a sheep or goat, considered the most precious part of the animal. But for younger and middle-aged male guests, the host might extend an even more personal form of welcome. In these instances, the host may offer their daughter to warm the guest throughout the night. This custom, deeply rooted in Mongolian culture, reflects the high regard in which honored guests are held. It's a practice that challenges our preconceptions and invites us to consider hospitality from a different cultural perspective. It's crucial to approach this custom with an open mind, free from immediate judgment. In Mongolian culture, this act is not seen as exploitative, but as a genuine expression of honor and respect. It speaks to a worldview where the comfort and satisfaction of a guest are paramount, even at great personal cost to the host family. Let's talk about one of the most pressing issues facing Mongolia today: the declining marriage rates and growing gender imbalance. Recent data from the Mongolian Statistics Office paints a stark picture of this phenomenon, particularly in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar. Did you know that there are over 60,000 more women than men in the city? This imbalance has led to a situation where urban women have fewer choices when it comes to finding a partner. The numbers tell an interesting story. Currently, 40% of men over the age of 15 are married, compared to only 32% of women. This disparity highlights a significant shift in Mongolia's social fabric. But what's driving this change? One key factor is the dual pressure faced by Mongolian women. On one hand, they're expected to secure stable employment in an increasingly competitive job market. On the other, there's immense social pressure to marry before the age of 29. Women who miss this arbitrary milestone often find themselves needing to adjust their expectations or face social stigma. This situation is further complicated by Mongolia's economic transition. Since the 1990s, the country has been moving from a planned economy to a private one. This shift has led to job losses for many men, exacerbating issues like alcoholism and unemployment. These problems have a ripple effect, particularly affecting women's social dynamics and marriage prospects. The Mongolian government, recognizing the severity of this issue, has considered various solutions. One controversial proposal that's been floated is the idea of bringing in foreign men to address the gender imbalance. While this suggestion has sparked debate, it underscores the government's concern about the long-term implications of this demographic shift. The consequences of this imbalance are far-reaching. In some cases, one man might be responsible for up to 6 women, a situation that contributes to increased rates of domestic violence and mental health issues among women. It's a stark contrast to the traditional hospitality practices we discussed earlier, where women were seen as valued members of the community. This tension between preserving cultural heritage and adapting to modern realities is palpable in Mongolia. Traditional practices, including those related to hospitality and marriage, are clashing with the pressures of a modern economy and changing social norms. It's a delicate balancing act that affects every aspect of Mongolian society. The decline in marriage rates and the growing gender imbalance have long-term cultural implications. They're reshaping family structures and altering the social fabric of Mongolian society. As younger generations prioritize education and career over early marriage, they're challenging traditional expectations and redefining what it means to be a successful Mongolian woman or man. Imagine a country where women consistently outperform men in education, earning more university and college degrees. This is the reality in Mongolia, where women account for 60% of university students. You might think this educational advantage would translate directly into social and economic empowerment, but the truth is far more complicated. Despite their academic achievements, Mongolian women face significant challenges in the workplace and society at large. The gender wage gap persists, with women earning on average 12.6% less than men for similar work. This disparity is even more pronounced in rural areas, where traditional gender roles often limit women's opportunities. But the challenges don't stop at the workplace. Mongolian women are grappling with a disturbing reality that often remains hidden behind closed doors. According to recent studies, nearly 60% of women who have had partners have experienced some form of violence or controlling behavior in their lifetime. This statistic is a stark reminder of the deeply rooted issues that persist despite the country's progress in other areas. The high rate of domestic violence is not an isolated issue. It's intertwined with broader social problems, including alcoholism, unemployment, and the stress caused by rapid social change. As Mongolia transitions from a nomadic to an urban society, traditional support systems are breaking down, leaving many women vulnerable. To better understand these challenges, let's hear from Tsetsegma, a 32-year-old professional living in Ulaanbaatar. I'm proud of my education and my career, but I feel constant pressure. Society expects me to be successful at work, find a husband, and start a family, all before I turn 35. It's like walking a tightrope every day. Tsetsegma's experience is not unique. Many Mongolian women find themselves caught between their aspirations for personal and professional growth and the weight of traditional expectations. This tension is particularly evident in the realm of marriage and family life. Remember the hospitality custom we discussed earlier, where hosts in some remote areas might offer their daughters to warm guests? While this practice is becoming increasingly rare, it reflects a broader cultural attitude that sometimes values women more for their roles as wives and mothers than for their individual achievements. This cultural legacy creates a complex landscape for modern Mongolian women to navigate. On one hand, they're encouraged to pursue education and career success. On the other, they face pressure to marry early and prioritize family life. This dichotomy can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of being caught between two worlds. As we journey deeper into Mongolia's cultural landscape, we encounter a way of life that has endured for centuries. The nomadic tradition. Imagine a lifestyle where your home moves with the seasons, where vast grasslands serve as your backyard, and where the rhythm of nature dictates your daily routine. This is the reality for approximately 25 to 33% of Mongolians who continue to embrace nomadism, practice that's not just a means of survival, but a cornerstone of their cultural identity. The nomadic spirit of Mongolia is more than just a romantic notion. It's a living, breathing part of the country's essence. These modern-day nomads carry forward traditions that have been passed down through generations, preserving skills and knowledge that have allowed them to thrive in one of the world's harshest environments. At the heart of nomadic life is the relationship between humans and horses. Mongolian horses, known for their strength and resilience, are more than just animals. they're partners in daily life. From a young age, Mongolian children learn the art of horsemanship, developing a bond with these magnificent creatures that goes beyond mere riding. The horse is a means of transportation, a crucial tool for herding, and a symbol of freedom and national pride. But horsemanship is just one facet of the nomadic skill set. Archery, another pillar of Mongolian culture, has been practiced for thousands of years. The unique thumb draw technique used by Mongolian archers allows for powerful and precise shots, a skill that was once crucial for hunting and warfare. Today, it's a testament to the preservation of ancient traditions. Perhaps one of the most awe-inspiring practices is eagle hunting. Imagine working in partnership with a golden eagle, a bird of prey with a wingspan of up to 2.3 meters. Eagle hunters train these majestic birds to assist in capturing prey, showcasing a profound connection between human and animal. This practice, primarily found in the western regions of Mongolia, is a vivid example of how nomadic traditions adapt to specific environments. However, the nomadic way of life faces significant challenges in the modern world. Climate change is altering the delicate balance of the steppes, making traditional herding practices increasingly difficult. Extreme weather events, such as didzoods, severe winters that can decimate livestock, are becoming more frequent, threatening the very foundation of nomadic life. Modernization presents another set of challenges. The allure of urban life, with its promise of economic opportunities and modern conveniences, is drawing younger Mongolians away from their nomadic roots. The capital city, Ulaanbaatar, has seen a significant influx of former nomads seeking a different life, leading to a gradual decline in those practicing the traditional lifestyle. Imagine standing atop a hill, surrounded by rolling grasslands stretching as far as the eye can see. Before you lies a sacred stone heap, an ovu, marking a spiritual boundary between the earth and sky. This is the site of a Yu ceremony, a ritual that perfectly encapsulates Mongolia's unique blend of shamanistic and Buddhist traditions. During a Yu ceremony, participants walk around these sacred stone heaps 3 times in a clockwise direction. As they circle, they make offerings, perhaps a few coins, strands of horsehair, or even a splash of vodka or milk. These gestures are believed to bring protection and good fortune, connecting the physical world with the spiritual realm. But the Yu ceremony is just one aspect of Mongolia's spiritual landscape. Fire, a central element in nomadic life, holds a sacred place in Mongolian culture. It's seen as a symbol of purity, protection, and life itself. In Mongolian homes, whether in a traditional GR or a modern apartment, the hearth is treated with profound respect. Did you know that many Mongolians perform daily rituals to honor their home fire? They might offer small amounts of food or drink to the flames, a gesture of respect that reflects the deep connection between spirituality and daily life. This reverence for fire extends beyond the home, playing a crucial role in significant events and ceremonies. As we explore Mongolia's spiritual practices, we encounter customs that might seem unusual to outsiders, but are deeply meaningful to Mongolians. Take, for example, the practice of sky burials. Dating back to the 16th century, this ritual involves leaving the deceased exposed for scavenging birds and animals. While this might sound shocking, it's seen as a final act of giving back to nature, reflecting a profound reverence for the natural world. For Mongolian nomads, sky burials hold particular significance. They believe this practice facilitates the release of the spirit, illustrating their deep connection to nature and understanding of life's impermanence. It's a stark reminder of the circle of life and the Mongolian view that death is not an end, but a transition. Now, let's talk about an item you might encounter frequently during your travels in Mongolia: the kadag. This ceremonial scarf, typically made of silk, is more than just a beautiful accessory. It's a powerful symbol of purity, goodwill, compassion, and sincerity in Mongolian culture. The kadag plays a central role in many Mongolian ceremonies, especially during Sagan Sar, the Lunar New Year celebration. During this time, you might see younger individuals offering kadags to their elders. The way the scarf is presented is significant. The folded edge faces the elder, a gesture that signifies trust and respect. This exchange of kadags is more than just a tradition. It's a representation of the support younger generations offer to their elders. In return, the elders bestow blessings for a long and joyous life. It's a beautiful cycle of respect and goodwill, embodying the core values of Mongolian society. As we reflect on these spiritual practices, we begin to see connections to the hospitality customs we discussed earlier. The reverence for fire in the home, for instance, influences how guests are treated. The host's careful tending of the fire and the offering of food and drink to the flames are extensions of the warmth and care shown to visitors. Similarly, the practice of offering kadags mirrors the generosity shown to guests in Mongolian homes. Both customs reflect a deep-seated belief in the importance of respect, honor, and the nurturing of relationships, whether with spiritual forces or fellow humans. Even the more controversial hospitality practices we encountered earlier can be viewed through this spiritual lens. The idea of offering utmost comfort to a guest, even at great personal cost, aligns with the Mongolian worldview, where the physical and spiritual realms are deeply interconnected.